Hello everybody and welcome to this new TV show. I'm proud to conduct this amazing program, A Coffee With. I want to interview a guest speaker, an important endodontist, but also a young endodontist, and why not? And ask him a few questions about his life, about his practice, and about his dreams.
By the way, do I look okay?
Yeah, you look perfect.
Thank you for inviting me to coffee tea. Oh, sorry, what did you call it?
A coffee with. Mi piace la cucina italiana, and after show me the other.
Yeah, our culture is completely different from what everybody outside Japan thinks about us.
Today we will take a coffee together, an espresso coffee, of course, Italian way. And I prepared a few questions for you because I want to discover more about yourself. We know from not a so long time, but we know each other from few years ago. And we can start. I have 6 questions for you today. Is it okay for you if I can give you some questions?
I'm very excited. Yes, I'm very excited.
Okay. So Yoshi, you are a really famous man nowadays. And I have a question for you. How much important were social medias for your success?
You mean my success in general and in business? Yeah.
In general?
Okay.
In general, in courses, in general.
Okay. My success in teaching, it's very important. Media is very important because I can advertise myself through the media, so I can promote myself, teaching and education, or how to remove instruments for the dentist in the field.
Wow. Well, and so you are really active on the social media, and we can consider them as a further support for your international activity.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So media is so important for me.
Okay, thank you, Yoshi. And I'm from Style Italiano Endodontics. I am a member of Style Italiano Endodontics, and we are the largest community about endo around the world. And I would like to have your personal opinion about Style Italiano Endodontics. How do you see us?
Yes, because Style Italiano Endodontics is very famous and popular among dentists, especially in Italy and of course here in Japan. Very popular. So that's why I consider Style Italiano Endodontics very important. And we can use Style Italiano Endodontics to look for very interesting cases, and we can use Style Italiano Endodontics to look for the trend in endodontics. So if you like to know something about endodontics right now, you can just visit Style Italiano Endodontics, and you can find something new there.
Oh, thank you so much, Yoshi. And I discovered also recently that on our book, we have in your clinical case on a retreatments book. We published something together. So the connection between you is really true. It's great.
Yes, thank you.
My pleasure. And it was our honor, first of all. And super. And the third question that I have for you is something clinical now. And about broken files management, which tips and suggestions would you share to an expert endodontist? So do you have some suggestion for an expert endodontist and some other suggestion instead different maybe to a beginner endodontist?
Okay, I think there are 2 phases. So if you like to suggest, to an expert endodontist, maybe you need to train to be very sensitive to tactile sensation, because I consider non-visible cases very, very difficult because it's not predictable. So in order to be successful in removing non-visible instruments, you have to be good at tactile sensation. So so if you feel sticky in the space between the instrument and the canal wall, you have to know it. You have to know how to touch the broken instrument in non-visible situations. So that's what I suggest to an expert endodontist. But for the beginners, especially passionate beginners, I think they should start with easy cases, like visible cases. So if you have visible cases, it's not a big problem because you can see it. If you can see it, you know what you are doing. Then you can make every single case predictable to remove the instrument. So just create a space on the inner wall and between the instrument and the inner wall. Then you will start seeing the instrument dancing. Then you can make a removal attempt to get it out. So yes.
And of course, you are suggesting us, and we discovered that oil for you is incredible, the instrument and the incredible help in order to remove faster a broken file. Is it true?
Yes, of course, yes. Since 2001, I have been 100% successful in instrument retrieval. And but before 2001, I had a single case which I couldn't remove.
Wow, this is amazing. A great topic and a great advice from you. Thank you so much. And I have another question. Now we go deeper, Yoshi, deeper. Tell me the truth. As endodontist, every one of us can break a file. And for you, of course, if you break a file, you can remove easier because it's your daily job. But have you never broke a file by yourself and never happened to you?
Yes, of course. Right. Actually, to tell you the truth, I have broken 7 instruments since January this year. And last year, if I am correct, I broke 6 instruments. But today, the number is higher. I don't know why, but every year I break a file, at least 5 or 6.
Wow. This is a good thing because sometimes the risk is that you can appear only like a hero, like a superhero, but instead we can fail as endodontist. But of course, if you train yourself and if you train every day yourself, as you told me with the tactile sensation, I completely agree with you. We have to train more our fingers. Only the last part of the fingers we have to train in order to feel if we are where we are, what we are doing. And maybe also microscope is a good advice for a view. For you is something probably that you consider mandatory. But we have some followers that maybe they are deciding if purchasing a microscope or something else.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. You first of all, you must have microscope. You must have CBCT in order to make every case predictable. So if you don't have a microscope or CBCT, of course you need a ultrasonic device. You have to have them.
Well,
in order to be successful.
I completely agree. And we know that you developed a great technique. So a technique that you developed is like a story, an amazing story. But how much time was necessary during your career in order to set up a repeatable technique, a daily repeatable technique? How much time was required?
Oh, this is a very good question and also a very difficult question to answer, but I will try. I think, first of all, you must make a big mistake that you can never forget. And if you make a big mistake, then you can improve yourself with that mistake. So I made several big mistakes in the past to be successful in this technique. So you must make a big mistake. Then I think then you have to remove at least 3 instruments every week. Then within a week, within 1 year, you will be able to remove every single visible instrument. So you need at least 1 year to be as good as I am.
Wow. And of course, you are suggesting us the great idea that you had, in my opinion, was to explain step by step how to approach a broken file. Really sharp way, and we can perceive that you developed that for a long time, for a long experience, but of course, we can not only show that you are able to remove a file, but it's amazing when you can explain step by step how to do that. And in my opinion, this is the great secret behind your success, amazing success.
Yes. It's a long story, but okay. First of all, you must have successful cases in the beginning. So if you keep failing in that procedure, you will not be able to remove the instrument constantly. So first, start with a visible case. Then you just enlarge the canal to the broken instrument so you can see it better. Then you can create a space between the inner wall and the broken instrument. Then you just deepen the space about 1/3 of the broken instrument length. Then create 180 semicircular space on the inner wall. Then you will start seeing the instrument dancing. Then you can proceed to the removal attempt. Then you need a fluid inside the canal. And then I just suggest if the canal is straight, then you can use EDTA, but the canal is curved, maybe more than 30 degrees, you need to use soybean oil or maybe whatever oil you have. Maybe I suggest olive oil or any kind of vegetable oil. Maybe Italian oil, okay? Then
we have a great quality olive oil here.
Okay. That's what you have to use when the canal is curved. Then you can activate ultrasonics in the space that you created. Then just use an up and down motion within the space, but do not touch the top of the instrument during the ultrasonic activation. You will see the instrument coming out of the canal maybe within 10 seconds. But when the instrument is longer than 4.5 millimeters, I suggest a different technique to remove the instrument. Maybe you should use a loop, or you can use a rotary instrument such as an XP endo shaper. Then spin it at 2000 RPM in the presence of olive oil or any vegetable oil. Wow. Make sure you use olive oil.
Yes, this is a really great explanation. And as a clinician, as endodontist, from endodontist to endodontist, nowadays we have heat-treated files. What do you think? It's more difficult to remove them because maybe they can absorb more energy, ultrasonic energy, or you can't see any difference between the two alloys?
it's a very, very good question. Actually, I I broke six heat-treated instruments this year, and I removed them in a few minutes. And they are actually easier to remove because there's no restoring process. So that's why it's easier. But if you remove austenite phased instrument, like a non-heat treated instrument, it has a restoring process. So that's why they want to be straightened. So that's why it takes more time to get it out.
Okay, so it will be a good step for the future. And about that, the last question is exactly, is your technique improvable in your opinion? So can you add further steps in order to make it easier, or in your opinion, you already reached the top?
No, I keep improving myself. Still, I'm, you know, you cannot stop improving yourself but it's like driving a car. If you want to improve your driving skills, you have to drive your car every day. But if you stop driving, maybe for 1 week, then your driving skill will be reduced. So make sure you remove at least 3 instruments every week. Wow. Then if you don't have such a case, then you just put instrument in an extracted tooth or plastic tooth, whatever you have, then you can maintain your skills higher.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. And in my opinion, also in endodontics, we have to train ourselves daily. And if instead you had not the opportunity, you have to create by yourself the opportunity, because we have never to forget that we are still students every day. This is my personal point of view.
Yes, exactly. So you have to stay a student, and so yes, keep improving yourself. It's very important. Then, as I told you, you have to make a mistake. At the same time, you have to have successful cases. Wow. It's very important.
Yeah, and you told us that your experience about driving, but we know very well that you love to drive Italian cars. So
yes,
and
exactly.
Pretty difficult Italian cars that are not so easy to drive. So I can imagine.
Yes. So like I have 3 Ferraris, and unfortunately I don't have much time to drive them, but because when I was younger, I drive my car every day, but right now I drive my car only once a week, or maybe once a month, maybe sometimes. But that's why my driving skills keeps going down and going down. So it's terrible. But you could have any accident if you haven't driven your cars for a long time. So you have to be careful.
Wow. So you have 3 Ferraris.
Yes. But
which one is your preferred one?
My favorite one is F40, because if you drive F40, it feels very dangerous. But at the same time, the F40 gives me entertainment and excitement at the same time.
Adrenaline.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know why, but I love driving a dangerous car like a F40.
Yeah, and consider that F40 is considered for everyone, and from Ferrari too, as one of the best car never produced and manufactured. And of course, is considered for everyone one of the most dangerous car around the world.
Yes.
It's I can understand, and is my preferred one.
Yes. And I also I almost crashed my F40 several years ago, because I didn't drive the F40 for a long time. And because I made a big mistake, and I since that time I became very careful when I drive my F40. So
But
you need some lessons
yes,
to
sure.
improve your skills.
So, but in Japan, do you have a limit of the speed or not? Because F40 is one of the faster.
Yes, exactly. So yes, we have a speed limit, 100 kilometers per hour. So,
Wow.
but if there's no police cars around me, then you can exceed the speed limit. Everybody does that.
You can exceed 3 times, so 300 kilometers or
Yes. In 20 seconds.
Wow, wow. So when will you buy a new Ferrari? When? The
Yes,
fourth.
the new one is coming. My second favorite one is 488, and
Wow.
I enjoy it. But everything is almost automatic, so I do not enjoy much if everything is automatic. So, but you know, it looks beautiful, and looking at the 488 always makes me happy and exciting, and that's why I love both of the Ferraris.
Wow. So we are waiting for you here in Italy, and when you will come, of course, we will go together to Modena factory. That's the
Oh,
Ferrari
that's
factory.
amazing! That's I want to go there.
We can arrange. We can arrange for you. So
Please.
Yoshi, thank you for your time, and thank you for participated to this a coffee with. And I hope soon to see you face to face in person, because during this bad period, we are missing the human touches.
Yeah, me too. I want to hug you. I hope
So
you enjoyed espresso, and I hope you enjoyed my talk, and I want to hug you when we meet
thank you.
next
Thank you
time.
for the experience, and really amazing. You are a really inspiration and a guy who can inspire a lot of endodontists around the world. Thank you so much, Yoshi, for your time, and
No,
thank you
thank you for
to
your
be
time, and
here with me.
thank you very much. I really enjoyed
Thank
it.
you.